Guys, we are at the last topic of the day. Something that me and Larry have been bickering about all week.
Has it only been that long?
And our own little forum or whatever. This dude funny.
Y'all need to tell B to get that hate out his horn.
No, ain't no hate over here. Larry be going crazy in the comments. but oh yeah. Anyway, I can't even talk. But we got the last topic of the day.
Panther
right
America.
Here.
Somebody came up with the name of the movie right there. Panther America. See?
America,
there you go.
American Panther.
American Panther. There you go, right there. That's it.
No.
And Killmonger is just on one right in that movie the whole time.
Jaron, don't give him any ideas. Just get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Last topic of the day. You know, I want to call you out so bad, but Larry was talking crap about Disney earlier in the week, talking about their subscriptions are fainting. But no, they had a Disney Plus day on Friday. Mm-hmm. And I think it was a pretty dope move to get subscriptions. And I'm excited. Some of the announcements they came out with were given. We knew they were coming. Some of them were a surprise. I had no idea they were coming. And I'm here to talk about it. And this brings us to the last topic of the day. And I'm coming to Larry first. And I have this article right here from IGN. Disney Plus Day 2021, everything they announced. And if you don't know this because you was living under a rock, there's a link to this down in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. But this article says everything from Star Wars, Obi-Wan, to the first look of Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel, everything you need to know. And so I haven't even watched this trailer yet, but they did drop this Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's great about that is if you are a Star Wars fan, I'm a casual. Hayden Christensen is going to be coming back to reprise the role as Darth Vader, and he's going to be having a rematch with Obi-Wan, so that's something to look forward to. They also released Shang-Chi and Jungle Cruise on Disney Plus, also with all these titles that you have right here. Also, some Boba Fett that they talked about briefly. Here's some Moon Knight and some Spider-Man cartoon, Agatha television series. You know, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. We got Sam Jackson right here for the Secret Invasion, X-Men 97, and Baymax. I'm just thrilled. You know, we got all this stuff right here.
It looks like a deep roster.
It does. And even if you just go to the Disney Plus IG page, as far as Marvel, they got Secret Invasion, Marvel Zombies, which this wasn't announced before. Agatha wasn't announced before. Ironheart was, and I Am Groot, but a new Spider-Man animated series. Now, Lamont, I don't think we mentioned this last night, but you know this cartoon is going to be in the MCU as well.
What?
But I mean, y'all see all this right here. But but Larry, tell me, what do you think about this whole announcement? Do you think it'll help Disney Plus get subscribers? And out of all the releases that they had, it don't have to be just Marvel. Like, what is your favorite? What is your favorite? Your first two things that got you most excited that you can't wait to see?
Wow, my first two.
Top two.
Probably my top two. It's probably first is Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my top. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it's probably. Now here's the thing. I would say She-Hulk, but I don't think they're gonna have. I don't think they're gonna have Howard the Duck. So I'm gonna have to say that's down because I really want to see Howard the Duck come back. But I love Star Wars, man. So I might be down with Obi-Wan. I might be down with the Obi-Wan series. Obi-Wan. I really like, but as grown up as a kid, I really loved Obi-Wan, and I was fascinated with Boba Fett. And so for them to really start telling that whole Boba Fett story, I'm kind of excited for that. So. I want to see all. Don't get me wrong. I will watch all of the Marvel stuff. I'm gonna watch all of the Star Wars stuff too. But like as we were talking about in the thread earlier, as you said, I feel like Marvel needs to pull in some new directors. I feel like what they've been doing has been really. It's starting to be not even starting to be. It is at this point formulaic, and. I think as people have said, oh, this movie hasn't done as well as that one hasn't done as well as this one. I think some of it's because a lot of people are starting to feel like it's the same thing over and over again.
So
And
you don't feel like this is all new stuff right here we're getting since you feel that
no,
way?
I think they're new characters. I think the way they're telling the stories are the same. I think the way they're telling the stories is sort of formulaic. And I think for a long time that formula worked, but I think people are starting to grow tired of it and it's getting a little stale. And I think they need to bring in some new directors. That's what I was saying. I think like, when I was talking about maybe bringing in some like some of the Korean or Korean horror film directors or Japanese horror film directors, because they tell some terrifying stories with some really crazy visuals. I think they would be great in some of these, or someone like Catherine Bigelow or something, or I don't know, bring in someone like F. Gary Gray to pull off some big action film or so. I mean, one of the big action joints, as far as the movies, not the series. I think they need to mix it up a little bit more than what they have.
Isn't Chloe Zhao kind of like a Catherine Bigelow? Both Oscars,
in a way, but Catherine Bigelow she's actually made movies with action in there. I don't really feel like Chloe Zhao has done that. Her stuff has been much more dramatic and slower paced, and I think we saw that. And we've seen that in her earlier films, and we saw that in the Eternals. I thought the Eternals was very much her. And I mean, yeah, I think that movie could have been a lot better with a different director. I know people are gonna laugh at me. I know you guys do every time I say it. I would love to see Michael Bay direct a Marvel movie.
I'm not laughing at you for that. I would love to see that too.
Way over the top. That dude brings the action. He is way over the top. You're gonna see people, blowing up and all kinds of craziness. You might see some sexy, Marvel chick running in slow motion. It's going to be straight Michael Bay, but it's going to be big and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I would be down with that. But your favorite is Obi-Wan and
Secret Invasion is my number one, then Obi-Wan.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Lamont, how you feeling about all this? And we can talk about that Spider-Man thing too. Go ahead.
Secret Invasion and the X-Men series,
Nice.
especially with them picking up from 97. That story arc of the X-Men cartoon has to be somewhere in the Cartoon Hall of Fame, at least top 5 cartoon series ever created. Top 5 for sure. And for them to pick up from that, I'm excited. And for all the different things they can do with Secret Invasions, all the different characters you're going to have to bring into that, and to see Sam Jackson in a leading role, you just can't get enough of him on the screen. So those are my two most excited. I'm very interested in how they're going to tie in the Spider-Man as an animated series into the MCU and keep some kind of continuity. But I knew that was coming because the kids just love Spider-Man. I mean, they love this guy. They can't get enough of. My daughter, who's 16 months old, is watching that Disney Spider-Man show now. And she gets in there, does a little dance. So I'm interested to see how it goes, B. Avery. And this is a lot of content. I mean, this is a lot of content coming out over the next 4 to 5 years. You just better strap in. So I think the question for you is, BA, what two are you most interested in seeing?
Well, before that, I just wanted to say this. The animated series follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU with a journey unlike we've ever seen. So this is freshman year. So this animated series is gonna take place before Spider-Man Homecoming. He was like a sophomore. Okay. So that's that. Now to answer your question, as far as which one gets me most excited.
Wait, B, before you answer that question, can I just stick on Spider-Man for a second?
Go ahead.
Has there been any mention about getting a live action Miles Morales?
No. Okay. I mean, people want it. I want it, but it should be a while because Peter Parker. Well, Miles Morales is in the comics. Peter Parker is much older than he is now, to my understanding. So if they did it now, that would be wrong. I mean, I want to see it, but
we're going to get it, but it's not going to be. It's at least 5 years away, Larry. But we're definitely going to get Miles Morales. Definitely.
Now I'm looking at this list, and I haven't even. If I have to look at it, let's see here. It will probably be. It'd probably be Secret Invasion and the X-Men.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, because man, this is my first. This X-Men was my first introduction to anything, really.
It was my first introduction to Marvel.
Yeah,
that's what got me going. Actually, looking at the comics. Like I said, I told you my story last night. I thought Wolverine in that yellow and black was like, I thought he was the most menacing looking character ever. And it took me in growing in my MCU knowledge to really know he ain't that tough. But on that show, I mean, he was everything to me as a kid. I mean, I had Wolverine toys and all that. And so, again, B. Avery, we can't say enough about that X-Men's run of the Phoenix Saga. I mean, almost 2 seasons of pure bliss. It was so good. And I hope that they can continue that kind of creativity going forward, recreating the series.
And guys, it's on the show is on Disney Plus right now. You know, if you ain't seen it. Now, who is Echo though?
That's a female in the MCU.
Okay.
Now I will say that, and I probably should have put this on my list instead of Obi-Wan, but I kind of want to mix it up between Marvel and Star Wars because I do love Star Wars. But I'm really looking forward to Agatha House of Harkness because out of all the series that they put out on Disney, all the Marvel series they put out on Disney, she's my favorite character out of all those series. You know, because she was I mean, she was just flat out my favorite character through all of them. She was the most fun, the most dynamic, and I mean, out of watching all, if I was gonna go back and watch any of those characters again, I would want to see her.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you for that, man.
And B, you probably, I don't know if they're going to do it now, but with Echo, she is the daughter of Kingpin in the comics. And oftentimes you would see her helping out Daredevil. So that's if you want to know a little bit more about Echo. And I think this could be the introduction into bringing Daredevil back into the MCU because they've been trying to get Daredevil in here.
Right
and
on.
Echo might be their way to do it.
How y'all feeling about that bottom left right there?
Prey? Predator and Prey?
Yeah. And any interest?
I'm interested, but it's not like a glowing interest.
I ain't mad at you.
I mean, like, I'm not about to go and have no geekgasm over it, but I mean, I'm interested.
Okay, Moon Knight.
Definitely interested. I'm interested to see how they take the Batman of the MCU because he's a dark character. He's also going to be one of the Sons of the Midnight. And in order to do that and not have any real powers, you have got to be badass. Yeah. So I'm interested to see how dark are they going to take this character, B. Avery, because him and Punisher had a knockdown, drag out fight. And y'all know Punisher is dark and kills people. So imagine if he took Punisher to the end of the road and back, what he's got to be like.
Right on, right on. Okay.
When are we going to get Elektra back?
That's Daredevil. Whenever he come back.
I mean, she can have her own joint.
Well, she could. Well, I guess you're right. Did y'all check out The World According to Jeff Goldblum from National Geographic?
No, I didn't check that out. How was it?
I'll just messing with you. You know.
Okay.
I am going to check out that Home Sweet Home Alone though. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna give it a try. Now, Larry, you really didn't care for Shang-Chi though, because I liked it. I liked it more the third time.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
And y'all tell me which one you like more, Shang-Chi or the Eternals?
Man.
Jeez.
Golly.
I wasn't a big fan of either one of them, to be honest.
They both 7-ish to me. Like it's nothing.
Yeah. Gun to the head. Gun to your head.
A part of me want to say I like Eternals more, but that ending I wasn't thrilled with that. The fighting I like better in Shang-Chi. If I'm a lean, I'm gonna have to judge this like this, B. Avery. What would I go in the room and watch again right now? And it would be Eternals.
Oh, shoot, okay.
Yeah, if I was gonna go into the other room and watch one of them, I would go watch The Jungle Cruise.
What the hell?
Okay, I got you. I honestly couldn't decide, y'all, because as soon as this goes off, I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna watch a couple of scenes of the Eternals. You know what surprised me? Shout out to Strickland Starlight because she be messing with me. But I'm saying,
how you gonna watch a couple scenes of the Eternals?
Did I see Eternals?
Huh?
I meant to say.
You're telling on yourself, B.
Nah, I meant to say Shang-Chi. I feel like I'm the only one on the internet that's excited about the IMAX scenes that are on Disney Plus now. Like nobody's like, I'm like, that's a big deal, but like, no, everybody's like, I guess,
Yeah.
Lamont, have you went on there and looked at it?
Mm-mm.
Go on there and go on there and just look at a scene or two of Infinity War. And it'll have the IMAX enhanced where the black bars are filled in with picture on the top and bottom, and the resolution is clearer. It is a better picture. It doesn't have the IMAX sound, but it has the IMAX ratio and the IMAX resolution.
Oh, I got the sound covered. Don't worry about that.
This is a big deal to me. It's a completely different experience.
I'm glad you told me because I haven't been paying that part of attention. I didn't know that they was doing that now on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that was part of Friday. So, and what I'm saying is Avengers Endgame and Infinity War were the first movies out of all time where it was filmed with IMAX cameras from beginning to end, not just select scenes. And so the whole entire movie is a completely different experience for me. It is much better picture, much better color, all that. So
damn, I might have to watch that tonight.
Oh yeah. Get you some libations and do the dang thing, man. Elevate your mind. No, but any more comments, y'all, for Disney Plus Day?
Get the stock. If you guys have not watched any of my financial channels videos when I'm talking about stocks, Disney is on a discount right now. The stock normally hovers around 180 and it's all the way down to like 159. I don't know what it's going to open at Monday morning. It might open at about 161 after all this hoopla and mania with Disney Plus Day. But if the stock remains under 170, you guys just got to buy some, secure your future. And those are the ones you love that you want to pass down the legacy to. And Disney is definitely going to be here for that long run. Right
on. Well, guys, that is going to conclude everything on the Movie News Roundup show number 38. We are right there about to get to 40 and then 50. And then we're going to be at 100 before you know it. I'm going to be happy and dancing and clapping and doing all kind of crazy stuff like that.